Today's video, as always, is going to be a look at the week ahead. We'll have a quick look at how last week went. We'll look at what's maybe coming up this week, try to pick some winners, try to avoid the gaping. What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. Let's just kick it off and say what the hell is happening. As usual, we've been talking about the risks of the Russian-Ukraine. We had breaking news on Friday that the UK and the USA are saying get everyone out of Ukraine. They expect Russia to invade any day now. We were going down Shattered Dreams Avenue. We were on the way to, Broken Heart Boulevard. However, we took a detour and it looked like we were navigating ourselves away from it. We were kind of going, okay, things are going away. We've got a wee bit of momentum in a few stocks. Things were going well. And then Friday happened, boom, just like that. Everything went to gape. And you can see here, everything just tanked super, super hard. Everything was red, apart from Coral Minerals, Premier African Minerals, and Pepsi. Pepsi, one of the stocks that we talked about last week being potential. Look at all the blood, and Pepsi held up good. We'll get into the stocks picks in a moment, but this news is serious. If you just go on BBC News, Russia invasion could begin any day. USA warns Russia will invade Ukraine Wednesday. Daily Mail disregard that. US orders home most embassy staff. Britain's told to leave amid fears of no notice Russian invasion. On Friday when this news broke, I pulled out my positions. I opened up a position in Dollar Tree. I have some in Albertsons. There was a few positions there that I had, the Visas, the MasterCards. Sold the whole heap. Reason being, I was up on all them positions. The Albertsons and the Dollar Tree is more for the upcoming recession that we've got to look forward to. Make no mistakes about it, there is a recession coming. Because it was Friday as well, I thought, let's just pull out the money, we'll reassess things and see what comes out the next few days. We also had the inflation data, 7.5%. Interest that came out, we were expecting about 7%. This is the highest annual rise for over 40 years. So we had that sunk the market. So this week was going well. I think the market sentiment was strong. We talked about it last week. I felt like things were going to go well for us. There was things to be wary of. And unfortunately, the things to be wary of has hurt us badly. These were risks that we knew going into the week. So as usual on this channel, we were prepared for said risks. But unfortunately, they have come now. On the previous video, we talked about Premier African Minerals being a good stock to be buying this week. And anyone that jumped on Premier African Minerals, you are welcome. 70% up on your money if you bought on Monday. And we've been doing very well on that. I've got Premier African Minerals videos. I'll share the link. You can go in and watch them. I'm not going to say no more about it. Still more legs to run on that, in my opinion. But yes, one stock did well. Tesla was the second stock, and unfortunately for the Tesla dream, that has not worked out well this week. It is down 7%. But we can see on the back of that inflationary data, ultimately it's all came from that news. On Monday we did have a nice rise, and if you even had held by Thursday midday, you were still up about 1%, but then that news has just killed it. I'm leveraged in Tesla. That's not been a great trade for me, unfortunately. However, what I also said was the reason I'm liking going so much into Tesla right now is because I feel very, very safe with Tesla. Still a bit nervy about your more high growth stocks. Still good looking at those going, they could go either way. Very, very uncertain out there. I have no problem loading up more and more and more into Tesla. I sold my full position at 1250, buying in around 900 and 860. I will be buying a lot on Monday. If we get in and around 840, I start phasing in more money. The other stock we talked about then was Pepsi. In the video, I did say we had earnings coming up. I was a bit wary of it. Again, it's more of my longer hold inflationary play. We never play earnings as well, so I wasn't buying before earnings. Earnings came, and no surprise, as usual, on the back of earnings, things sunk. It didn't sink massively. Pepsi is always going to be quite solid. Part of the reason why we like it. You can see here on the year it is up. It's just went on an upwards trajectory. Generally speaking, that is how Pepsi goes. It just goes up. But it's nothing too exciting, but it'll be good in a recession come time like that. I did open up a small position, and on Friday, before that news broke, I was slightly up on it. The news broke and I thought, again, just like the other ones, let's just pull out the money here. So nothing lost, pretty much even money. Just got my money back out on the Pepsi dream. Coke was another one that we talked about on the channel. Game of earnings coming up, long inflationary play and all that. It actually did the opposite. It shot up on earnings, so I didn't open the position. I haven't opened the position. It's on the radar. If it pulls back more, I will open the position in Coke. MasterCard story hasn't really changed. We've been riding this treat for the best part of the last couple of months, in and out of it. Generally speaking, we've been riding it pretty well. We did open up a position again, we wrote it up, but again on Friday with the market sentiment going down, I pulled it out. These are ones that are swingers. These aren't my long holes. These aren't I'm not too passionate about. Huge fundamental uncertainty, especially on a Friday. I pulled out. So all my positions in these types of scenarios are closed out. It was pretty much, it was going well, up a nice bit, then the inflation data came out, it sunk, it crawled back a bit, and then Friday it just killed it. But yeah, happy enough with that trade, and I'll be looking to, again, watching that one very, very closely. Visa, similar pattern, not going to look into it. Going well, it was up a couple of percent, inflation data came out, pulled it down, and then it gaped out. It was going well as well. I have 3 times leveraged. Actually, NIO really felt that there was momentum in NIO. The price targets, things we talked about in our video. I was up about 25% on NIO. Everything was going lovely jubbly. And unfortunately, guys, and this is how the cookie crumbles, still reasonably well, but 1.35% really on the week, and I'm leveraged on that. So as it stands, it should open up still that I will be up in profit, but I lost a lot due to this news. And the thing I don't like about trading 212 is when I buy these NIOs, long positions leveraged, you have only till 4:30 to close out position. Unfortunately, that bad news came out. A bit like the Tesla, I'm left holding the bag. NIO, I'm tempted to on Monday, if it opens up and I'm still, got 3-4% profit on it, might close out NIO. Just with this uncertainty, and we'll see what way it plays out. I will be down on my Tesla position, so I'm going to have to navigate my way through that. But all in all, I'm happy enough with the week. Everything we closed out was a profits or even money. Considering the craziness that happened, I think we've navigated pretty well throughout that. This week, guys, I'm not even going to try and pick picks because I think the ones that we talked about last week are still going to be the ones that I will be targeting this week for the reasons that I just mentioned. So I'm not going to talk no more about it. I did have a Glencore position actually, and I closed this out before 4:30 yesterday because I've got a lot in primary African minerals, Coal minerals, which just went to the moon. We'll talk about that in a moment. But Glencore we closed out. I was leveraged in this, 2 times leveraged on this. Lovely little trade for the week. It became a buy. We wrote it up. We got it out. 3, like I said, it was 2% up on it. So I got about 6-7% out of that. I was happy with that, closed that trade out. Thankfully I did because we don't know what way it'll go. But the main reason I sold was because earnings is coming up. We don't like to play earnings. Even though I think potentially earnings could be good on Glencore. And the other one that we can talk about as well is the one that did really well on Friday was Coal Minerals. You all know the crack with Coal Minerals on the channel. Looks really, really strong. Buy symbol, we're nearly back above the 180. If we can get above that, this thing will start shifting, I think. We were in this sort of channel, we're at the bottom of it. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it start to go up. Could potentially see in and around 0.41 very soon. That is my prediction, but with all that craziness that's going on in Ukraine, you just never know what might happen this week. So definitely trade very carefully. That would be my recommendation. Just let this maybe settle for a bit. It could cause a lot of chaos, but there's no doubt about it, the miners are doing very well, and as a course of a week, to be up 70% on primary African minerals, getting a bit out of Glencore, 7%. All the ones that we did over the week, I'm more than happy with how the week played, especially navigating through such turmoil times. CNBC then for the week ahead, the Federal Reserve's rate debate and the Ukraine tensions could jolt markets in the week ahead. Debates over interest rates will likely dominate markets again. There is potential as investors look for guidance from the Fed officials on course for the central bank rate hikes this year. There's talk of emergency meeting on Monday as well, so keep an eye out for that. Concerns over Russia-Ukraine tensions spooked investors on Friday and may continue to hang over the markets, as we just talked about. Producer price inflation data Tuesday and Fed minutes Wednesday will be important releases. And there's your timings then. So again, obviously in American time and PPI data. I will keep an eye on Boston Beer, again with that inflationary data in mind. Ones like Boston Beer, I've talked about the reasons behind why I like these types of stocks. I'll be looking at them. And American Waterworks with the retail sales, import prices all coming out on Wednesday. The likes of Nestle, I'll keep an eye on. Food groups. A lot of people will be interested in Palantir. I will have a look at it. I'm not that bothered about it anymore. I think I'll just let it go, but that is one that people will be keen on just to see how the growth sector is doing. We have all the job data, big day on Thursday then. And Friday, I'll have a close eye on the likes of DraftKings, and there's some more stuff then at Fed meeting. So look, it's a very turbulent week. Definitely trade carefully this week, guys. I really do recommend it. And just remember, if the markets are looking red, don't be afraid to do a bit of shorting. Just jump on potentially shorts for the likes of the Nasdaq, the S&P, things like that will pull back potentially if there is a red day. set your stop losses, lock in profits, do all of that. If you're interested in supporting the channel, guys, feel free to also go on and buy me a coffee. Someone bought me 5 coffees the other day. I really appreciate you for that. If you're interested in learning how to trade and all this craziness, there is a course down there that will tell you how to navigate yourself through all of this potential chaos that is to come. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not going to likely be out of the woods for another 18 to 24 months, in my opinion. This is ideal time to learn how to be able to trade. Honestly, you will make a clean fortune in these turbulent times. This is where our traders make their money. So that is up to yourself if you wish to join that. If you don't, you want to just get in the Discord, there is the link there. If you just want free shares and crypto and all that, it's all down there as well. Feel free to have a look at all of that. I appreciate everyone that supports the channel, and you can do that by just liking and subscribing. And I will catch you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. It is my son's christening officially today, although I'm recording this on Saturday. It is Sunday when you're getting it. I have probably had a few alcoholic beverages, toasting to my son. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.